Hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here for this TEDx opportunity at the Washington National School, a place for me that's very special, a place that in many ways started my journey in sports. And to help you understand, let me take you back 25 years. Yep. See that curly head kid in the back row? That's me. I'm a first grader, and I'm about to be introduced to the game of soccer by my international classmates. Little did I know at that time, my connection to the sport would become a love affair that would take me to some amazing places all around the world, introduce me to incredible people, and change my life completely. See, when I'm playing or watching the game, it's not so much about who's winning, who's scoring. It's about the human connection, the human side of the game, how it's able to connect people of diverse backgrounds, transcend national borders, language, religion. It's able to provide billions around the world with a sense of joy, community, and passion. So I want to give you 3 lessons on how to break into this industry that's highly competitive from what I've learned of my decade of experience. The first is sacrifice and what it takes. So just like on the field, off the field, there's no success without sacrifice. And a quick look at the US sports calendar helps illustrate this point. Today and age, sports is a 7-day a week, 365 days a year business. You work a 9 to 5, and on top of that, you're working nights, weekends, and holidays. It's not an if, but a when your work schedule conflicts with your personal life, how you handle that. Missing out on birthdays, visits, trips is course for the par. Not only the hours, but also sports has a limited opportunity within any given market. So if we use this graphic as a reference, and we assume that the colors indicate opportunities within a specific team, there may be as few as 5 people in a given city that do what it is that you hope to do. In any given year, that might lead to 1 opportunity becoming available with the shuffle in the job market. So if you're looking to land a dream job in New York, DC, or LA, are you willing to work for 2, 3, 4, or more years in Tampa, Minneapolis, Oklahoma City, or any of the places in between? In order to land that dream job, sometimes you have to go to places that help you develop your skills and ability. Are you willing to sacrifice the comforts of being close to friends and family to grow and develop? Speaking as someone who spent 4 years living in North Carolina, I know the benefits that having that ability and experience can grant you and set you up for success. Your determination and your ability to persevere is often an essential factor in determining success in sports. The second lesson I want to share is on initiative. In this highly competitive industry, those that set themselves apart provide employers with a sense of comfort and security that they can get a job done. Sometimes you're able to learn these skills on the job. Oftentimes, you have to do it on your own and prove it yourself before anyone will believe you can do it. Whether that's event operations, community management, social media, personal projects and initiative are an essential way to show your value and prove yourself to an organization. For myself, this was product design. On the left is a photo of me standing over jersey fabric and sewing materials. On the right is a photo of legendary French soccer player Thierry Henry wearing that piece before a match in New York. What neither of these photos show is the years of experience that went into preparing for this opportunity. When I bought my first sewing machine, I was so worried about messing up, failing, and what others would think that I wasn't even able to take it out of the box. I set it aside, and it was 12 months later before I came back to it and started experimenting and learning and practicing in the comfort of my own home. A year after, with plenty of trial and error and experience now, I was finally gaining the confidence to show my work publicly and ask friends to participate in modeling and shooting some of the pieces. A year on from that first public project, I kept on working. 1 year became 2. And then 2 years later, after putting in that work and building a body of experience, I was granted my first opportunity to work with a professional team. No. The third is on networking. If you guys all close your eyes and picture what networking looks like to you, I bet many of you would conjure up an image like this one here. A large room, lots of people, business casual attire, and maybe some name tags. The mere mention of networking is enough to fill a lot of people with dread, but I want to dispel that anxiety. Working in the sports industry is a little bit different. It doesn't have to be so formal. Networking can be as simple as attending a watch party, community event, or reaching out over social media. A message over Instagram, X, LinkedIn can be incredibly powerful in setting you up for success. It's important to remember that these tools are social, and they're meant to connect with people, even if you don't know them. Also, it's important to think about networking in a way that's comfortable for you at your level. Instead of thinking about it as pure volume, I challenge people to find a balance of quantity and quality. If you attend an event in your specific field once every other month, don't try and meet everyone there in that first go around. Focus on making one meaningful connection. At the end of a year, you'll have a group of people in that field that you're confident you can reach out to and have a relationship with. As they move on to new opportunities, your network will grow, and you never know what new and unexpected opportunities can present themselves from that. Just like in life, there are many routes to success, no clear path. But sometimes that also requires luck. I'm a firm believer, however, that you can create your own luck when preparation meets timing. So, when you show initiative, you're willing to sacrifice, and you have the right network, you'll be ready when your number is called to step into the game. Thank you.